Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Wizards in Washington. Well, for Washington, they want to come out of the gates strong tonight. We've heard them talk about establishing the upper hand right away, not sitting back and playing it safe in the early stages. Still a little strange to see D. Wade out of a Heat uniform, but we'll get to see him tonight. As his career winds down, where do you see him on the list of all-time shooting guards?
Let's see, three-time champion, one Finals MVP. I'm going to say he's the third best shooting guard in the modern era.
Would you like to tell us who the first two are?
I would never say Mike and Kobe.
Oh, okay.
Well, see, I don't consider Michael the modern era, because after 2000s, I'm saying he's not the modern anymore. So I would say that Dwayne would be the second best shooting guard in the modern era.
Well, it depends on what you call modern.
Exactly. Well, anything.
I think the 90s are pretty modern.
Exactly.
I mean, the last 20 years, don't you think that's pretty modern?
Do you have a TV from the 90s in your house? That's not modern.
Three of them.
Exactly. From the 90s? Yes.
Oh, my God. From the 90s.
Yes.
No.
And, yeah, like my buddy.
There's nothing
says,
in my house.
I agree with you, Ernie.
And my non-working one is on
Don't
top
be
of
a
the working
millennial.
one.
Don't forget where you come from, millennial man.
I'm a millennial guy.
No, it's right over there next to my...
He's number two.
It's right over there next to my transistor radio.
He's number two. Michael's not modern anymore.
No.
And my 8-track player.
And my toaster oven.
Then why is he still selling shoes if he's not modern? Got him.
And what a view of the Capitol building here at our location tonight, Washington, D.C. It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will join us from the sidelines. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, Kevin, Tristan Thompson is one of the elite offensive rebounders in the league. He said, for me, it's always see ball, get ball, and just bring the energy. And be that guy that when I check in, guys on the other team are like, oh, no, he's here tonight? That's my mentality. Kevin?
Thanks to Yang. Clearly, Thompson knows his role on this team. Got to admire how hard he goes on the glass. And a couple of big-time pivots going head-to-head tonight. Doris, looking at the NBA right now, how has that center position evolved on both ends of the floor?
Well, it seems to me that increasingly, unless you're a shot maker from the perimeter, you can't find time on an NBA floor. So certainly they've become more perimeter-oriented. The ability to at least make a mid-range jump shot helps the spacing on the floor. And then obviously on the defensive end, Kevin, the more valuable you are is based on can you switch and pick and roll situations, guard a variety of positions, say 3, 4, 5, and if necessary, in an absolute pickle, can you stay with a guard if you've got to switch a pick and roll between a big and a small?
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, inside we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Thomas is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's James in at the 3 slot. Now Wall. After LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. And Wall kicks to Beal. Gortat with the screen for Beal. 4 on the clock. And he can't bank that one in. Cleveland with the ball. Thompson passes to Love. Count that one.
I tell you, that timing and that awareness Love has near the rim is something you simply can't teach.
For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Beal kicks to Wall. Wizards passing it around. A 3 from Morris. Cavaliers with the rebound. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Kicks it out to Love. Pass to Thompson. Wade outside. It's a pick by Love. Wade dishes to James. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. LeBron's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Beal. Doesn't go either for Beal.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Goes back up. Thompson misses.
Boy, I didn't think he had a chance of stopping that lay-in. What a gutsy defensive play.
Porter, no luck. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Wade against Beal. Wade, right side. Back to Love. Over Morris. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Wade.
Well, Kevin Love specializes in finding the open space on the floor, pays off with a nice catch and shoot.
There's the pick. There's a screen by Gortat. The pass to Beal. Back to Wall. He dishes it to Beal. Looking to end the run. Hits it from three-point range. Beal's got his first 3 points of the game.
You cannot allow Beal to just catch and shoot. That's a warm-up shot for him.
And it's Wade in the corner. Thompson passes to James. And it's Wade in the corner. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And you got to like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Love kicks to Thomas, and out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
So it's Washington now, trailing by 2. Morris with a screen on Thomas. Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
How about that finish by John Wall? The defense was not bad. He's just that good.
Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Now here's LeBron. Love outside. Dishes it to Thomas. In the corner, it's James. Shot clock at 5. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. James has got 5 points so far.
Boy, bump them all you want. If James has already started his motion on a scoring chance, little you can do about it.
Porter kicks to Beal. Outside, Wall. Over Thomas. They get it again. Second chance shot. Here's Gortat. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
We know this. Marcin Gortat has always been a very heady player. This is a guy who won't force shots. He's always looking to get a quality opportunity. And he's got great awareness on the floor.
One shot, gentlemen.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
This guy was the 57th pick back in 2005. Safe to say that Gortat has outperformed his draft position. That is one of the more formidable big men in the game.
And people rarely think about the mental aspect of playing off the ball in the post, but Gortat, Doris, is as strong as any in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, I think Marcin is so smart playing off the guys around him. He can face up and knock down a jumper from mid-range. He's an excellent cutter. There's a lot to like about his game.
The first one falls. And LeBron outspoken last season about the Cavs, Doris, need for more playmakers.
Well, Kev, at the time, there were only 2 players, Kyrie and LeBron, who were averaging at least 2 assists. To give you a point of comparison, the Warriors had 7 players do that. So there was a ton of pressure on LeBron and Kyrie to make that offense hum.
Well, when you look at this Washington team, the strength clearly lies in that backcourt. Wall and Beal, arguably the best backcourt in this league. They are the engine that motors this team with their scoring and playmaking.
Wall works hard to get shots from right there, uses his quick feet really well.
Wade with it. Pass to Thomas. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. From deep LeBron, Gortat comes up with the rebound. Gortat's got 3 rebounds now in this one. There's Washington backcourt of Wall and Beal. Last season, Greg, they were able to both stay healthy, and Wizards fans finally saw just how potent they...
Oh, my God.
That's how you attack. Wow.
How'd he do that? LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Gortat dishes to Beal. With the putback. And the second chance effort by Gortat. Gortat's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Thomas gets a wide open look. No good on the triple. Wizards leading by 3. And here we go. Washington fast break. Wall, no luck.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Wade. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident. And you look at all the accomplishments, all the great moments from Wade's career. No doubt he is going to the Hall as soon as he's eligible. One of the greatest 2 guards to ever play.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jay Crowder comes in for Thompson. And it's Rose in for Isaiah Thomas. And it's shocking when you look at the numbers that Wade has had over the years. He never won an MVP award. Certainly, Greg played like an MVP in some of his seasons.
But the rest of the accolades are there for D. Wade. All the trips to the All-Star game, the first team, all defense, the all-NBA teams. But most important to him and his legacy are the 3 NBA titles.
Rose. Porter pulls it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Beal, the pass to Porter. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Don't let the slender frame fool you. Porter with the strength to finish through contact.
Otto Porter is a very consistent shooter. He's put in a lot of work since entering the NBA to get his shot where it is now.
You know what I love, Kev? He reviews film, and he thinks about his mechanics all the time. And it's one of the ways you build a more reliable three-point shot. You can't question his work ethic.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Miami's checked in for Markieff Morris. Jody Meeks comes in for Beal, and it's Frazier in for John Wall.
I think the thing I like best about Otto Porter, his versatility and long arms, because it allows him to impact the game in so many ways.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Frazier kicks to Meeks. Smith against Porter. Frazier outside. Kicks to Mahinmi. That shot, no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. The dish to Smith. And it's Korver in the corner. They get it back. Out left to the wing. Cleveland moving it around. Shoots over Meeks. Outside for Korver. He feeds it to Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall. Washington has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And And Meeks kicks to Frazier. Outside, Porter. The feed to Mahinmi. Outside, Meeks sinks the triple. Meeks got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Korver dishes to Love, and the dunk by Love.
Boy, Kev, how about the recognition of Kyle Korver? Puts the pass on time and on target, makes it an easy opportunity for his teammate.
There's a screen by Gortat. And Meeks kicks to Mahinmi. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Boy, not enough spring in his step on the way to the cup. He actually short arms that layup.
And the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Love.
Well, that's an example of two teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Gortat. And Oubre is subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
You know, it's interesting. Kevin Love almost two different players, right, guys? I mean, a bruising offensive rebounder who can battle inside, but also a skilled perimeter shooter. That's a rare combination.
And here's Frazier. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And it's Smith, top of the key. Feeds it to Frazier. 6 to shoot. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Mahinmi. Good D from Love.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Here's Rose. Out to Smith. Crowder from outside. Here's Rose. Love the pass to Smith. Outside Korver. To the paint. Out to Smith. Back to Rose. Pass to Crowder. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Wizards with the lead. In the corner, it's Oubre. Buries the long-range jumper. Oubre's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
But he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
Rose can't get that one to fall.
Struggling to make shots this quarter and making it hard to catch up.
The Wizards have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And Frazier drops them both. Doris, a common theme with this Washington Wizards team that has helped with their success is how much confidence they play with.
Well, John Wall said that last year they spent a lot of their season just building the team's confidence. Now, that manifests itself in how hard they work on the court. And this team will play as one of the more physical teams in the NBA.
Doubled by Smith. Frazier dishes to Meeks. Smith with a wide open look. No good from outside.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And the wide open shot from Rose. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. Seconds left in the first. Smith in the posts, defended by Crowder. Smith, no luck.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
In the corner, it's Oubre. He kicks it to Smith. Rose with the double team. It's stolen by Corver. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. Here's Rose. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Rose has got his second basket of the night. Meeks. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Wizards lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age.
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who taught me my form. I followed through, and still to this day, she yells at me if I miss a shot. So she's kind of a perfectionist, and she definitely taught me how to shoot. She can shoot it, and she still to this day thinks she can shoot better than me.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
To be sure. I'm just not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking once she beats them in a game of horse.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, you love the determination. It seems like every rebound is theirs for the taking. They are overwhelming the opposition.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Derrick Rose is out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Smith, and it's Fry in at the power forward position.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
With some arc, it's deflected.
What anticipation by Channing Frye. Measures it up and sends it back.
It's stolen by Mahinmi. And here we go. Washington fast break. Here's Oubre. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'm not sure what he's thinking. You know, hopefully he won't attempt the shot next time because the D leaves him wide open from there. Listen, there's a reason they're giving him space.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing. And if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player. Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson's certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out. Smith's shot is good.
I'll tell you, that play was not as easy as he made it look. A moving target, it has to be perfectly placed, really pretty.
Smith for three. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And that's now 6 points for Smith.
And that's JR's specialty right there. The defense can't let him have a shot. I don't care what kind of range he's in.
And Meeks kicks to Mahinmi. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Mahinmi's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside Korver. With more floor spacing becoming so important, we now see guys launching from well beyond the arc. Doris, from what you've observed, you've seen a lot of basketball over your years. Which shooters in the league right now have the best deep range night to night in the league?
Well, we've seen Steph Curry make a shot from the tunnel in the Oracle Arena, so I'd say we have to begin with... Literally from the tunnel in his pregame routine. Steph Curry obviously is the guy who, as soon as he steps across half court, you've got to check him or he might let loose. Klay Thompson, his ability to rise and fire, he might be more of a fireball in a short span than any player in the league. Kyle Korver, Damian Lillard. Think Damian Lillard out in Portland, the extraordinary job he does scoring the basketball with great productivity from beyond the arc.
And this Cavs payroll last season, I mean, the highest in NBA history with luxury tax penalties in the tens of millions. And we saw some friction as they looked to control salary, and LeBron pushed them to add more talent.
Washington making some changes. Markieff Morris is checked in for Mahinmi. Beal comes in for Meeks, and it's John Wall in for Frazier. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Green, he's checked in for Love. LeBron comes in for Channing Frye. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Calderon in for Rose. And the Cavaliers were able to add some key veteran help at the trade deadline.
Yeah, some key contributors they were able to get off of waivers as well. That's how the rich get richer. But with LeBron talking about the team being top-heavy, they needed to add some depth.
Come on now, for a guy who earns his keep from long range, that's just too easy for Calderon.
Beal against Wade, and the foul on Dwayne Wade. That is his first foul of the game. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. There's Beal with the three. Washington with the fresh shot clock.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Green, no luck.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
Wall, no luck. The Cavaliers trail by 5. It's stolen by Morris. Shoots it. Offensive rebound. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Well, Greg, for 2 straight seasons before this, the Wizards have had a starting 5 that all average double figures on the year. The engine of this offense, I think, is the backcourt, but they can all hurt you, don't you think?
No doubt about it, Kevin. Having a balanced offense like they do makes it tough for teams to prepare defensively. You can't just double or key in on Wall or Beal because they do a great job of facilitating. I think the bigger question moving forward is just going to be what will the impact of that bench be? And ultimately, that's going to determine whether they can contend.
Out to Thompson. Korver against Beal. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Gortat's checked in for Smith. Now Wall. He's got 6. Passes to Morris. He dishes it to Beal. Morris a screen. Beal the pass to Wall. Goes up on the high post. The Cavaliers pull it in. Outside Korver. Thompson a screen on Beal. And here's Korver from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Korver's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, this to me speaks to the work ethic of Korver. He's put in a ton of time practicing shooting over contested defense. What a pretty shot.
Here's Wall. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Wall's got 8 points.
I'll tell you, the crowd is stunned he got that one to fall.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And you look at last season for Channing Frye, some of the best shooting numbers, Doris, of his career.
I think all the more impressive, Kev, when you consider the personal adversity he weathered with the passing of both his parents. This guy is a true pro, understands the game, one of the best pick-and-pop big men in the league.
And Wall kicks to Morris. Porter with it. Picked up by Thompson. Off the pick. Cavaliers with the rebound. Fry's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Puts it up from 17. And there's Korver on the assist by Calderon. Korver's got 5 points now in the quarter. Washington leading now by 3. Morris with the screen for Wall. Right side, Porter. Porter can't get that one to fall. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Calderon dishes to Korver. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Washington has gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
If he were shooting a bit better tonight, they'd be much further ahead in the scoreboard.
Smith on the wing. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. For the Cavaliers, Crowder comes in for Channing Frye. And Isaiah Thomas subbed in for Jose Calderon. Shot clock at 6. Thomas passes to Crowder. Back to Thomas. Over Morris. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Thomas got his first points of the night.
Well, difficult shot making is a specialty of Isaiah Thomas. The defense could not do much more than that.
Here's Gortat, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
I'll tell you, good work to pound it down low and finish in tight.
And it's the little things that Marcin Gortat is so good at that helps you at that center position. His awareness of space, strong in the pick and roll, and also a solid finisher at the rim.
The kick out to Crowder. Outside Thomas. Crowder against Morris. Fires from 14. Hits the front of the rim and out. And with Gortat, it's those little things like setting timely screens or Greg moving to open up room for others that make him so valuable.
Kevin, he is deadly in the pick and roll. One of the best screeners in terms of his effectiveness to create space. And usually he's near the top of the league in terms of baskets that are created off of his screens.
Thomas kicks to Smith. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. And that's now 9 points for J.R. Smith. Washington leading now by 3. Oh, Morris in position.
Now we come to expect John Wall will make the right play, creates yet another open look.
For Cleveland, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. The shot by Thompson, no good. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. James checked in for Kyle Korver. Washington has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Gortat. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Doris, back in college, you earned a master's in education. How close were you to pursuing that path versus veering into becoming an analyst for basketball?
Yeah, you know, to be honest with you, I always felt like I would be a high school teacher and a basketball coach. And someday maybe I'll coach a boys' high school basketball team. Very close, Kevin. I happened into broadcasting. I left coaching at Providence College. They put their women's basketball games on radio, and that was my entree into the business. And slowly but surely, it grew every year.
But still educating still, right? I mean, don't you feel there's a part of education to being an analyst?
Oh, there's no question about it. You are trying to help that viewer to be as close to the action as we are fortunate enough to be. And sure, just describing what's going on. It's a lot of fun.
You are a PhD in broadcasting. Cavaliers making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Thomas against Wall. Beal from long range. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 6th assist on the night. Thomas kicks to Crowder. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Porter dishes the Wall. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. I think everyone can now agree that John Wall is one of the better point guards in the NBA.
No doubt. At this point, when you factor in his production, he's got to be in the top 5, if not top 3 guards in the league. One of the better passers we have as well. It's just hard to find guards that can create so easily the way Wall can.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There are far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
Here's James, 11 points in the game. Outside Rose. Thompson sets the pick for Rose. Outside Thomas. LeBron against Porter. LeBron passes to Thompson. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Washington leading now by 11. Outside Beal. Morris kicks to Wall. Takes the 13-footer. Gortat, and the second chance effort by Gortat. Gortat's got 8 here in the quarter.
Now, we know he's in the upper echelon of offensive rebounders. Gortat always working on the interior.
LeBron dishes to Crowder. They need this. It's rebounded by John Wall.
I'll tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
1:25 left in the first half of basketball. Outside Beal. Back to Morris. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Simply have to go up stronger than that. Could be a simple layup if he shows a little more determination. Boy, nice feed. Leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I think when you watch John Wall with his speed both in the half court and the open floor, he creates so much. This guy's blow-by ability sets up his teammates, and I'll tell you, it's the engine that gets this offense started.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Miami's checked in for Markieff Morris. Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr., and it's Jody Meeks in for Beal. Meeks passes to Mahimi. Mahimi a screen. From deep, Wall. Cavaliers with the rebound. LeBron's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. Washington making some changes. Smith checked in for Gortat. And it's Frazier in for John Wall. Now, here's Meeks. He's guarded closely. And Frazier with the basket on the assist by Smith. And the Wizards lead by 16.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's James.
Oh, that's unbelievable. And LeBron James showing no signs of slowing up anytime soon, scoring with ease.
And so it's the Washington Wizards, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Bradley, a strong first half for you and the team. It looked like you guys really were ready to play. Was that something Coach emphasized?
Yeah, most definitely. We wanted to hit them first. We weren't going to check any temperatures, as he said, so we were not going to just let guys do what they want to do. We're going to come out and be the aggressor, and we did that.
Obviously have to maintain that in the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports
Welcome, everybody.
Show.
So far, a pretty one-sided first half. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. There was no stopping Marcin Gortat in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 assist. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession, so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm, as smart and as safe as they're playing. They made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Marcin Gortat really making a difference here.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change, he's got a double-double.
I'll tell you, he took over the game in that first half, Greg. They really have got to find a way to slow this guy down.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. A great scoring pair of wings. Beal the 2, Porter the 3. Morris and Gortat together down low. And it's Wall in at the point. That's the rope for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half.
LeBron was anticipating that catch and shoot. Nicely done.
There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Beal. Gortat with the screen for Porter. Inside. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He has a scorching 86%.
When he gets that close, more often than not, Gortat is going to convert.
And here we go. Washington fast break. Wall with the ball. Poked away. It's stolen by Calderon. Plays it in off the breakaway. Calderon's got his second bucket.
But the activity of Calderon defensively yielding dividends that time with the quick hitter in transition.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Here's Wall. And he converts the layup. Wall's got 15 points.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And there's the pass to Calderon. Wall with the steal. Gortat dishes to Beal. Just 5 to shoot. Morris with a screen on Wade. Off the screen. Beal can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Here's LeBron. Oh!
Just a phenomenal drive to the basket by LeBron, an expert at completing these drives through contact.
Well, Cavs coach Tyronn Lue grew up in the small town of Mexico, Missouri. He saw it all at a young age, good and bad.
Great beginning to this second half. Now 3 for 4 from the field.
Love with the screen on Porter. James, the pass to Love. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. He's got 10. And Coach Tyronn Lue credits the influence of his hometown on teaching him how to live life.
All right, Kev. He says it taught him the things to do and the things not to do in life. He was straight as an arrow during his pro career. Never once got a technical in 11 years of playing. Quite remarkable.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Wade kicks to Love. Wade against Beal. Jacks up a 3. It's not going to go for him. And it's Washington the other way. And Wall kicks to Porter. Wall wide open. They get it back.
Boy, they leave an area of the floor totally unprotected, and he lets it go to waste.
James outside. Crowder a screen on Porter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
Guys, how lucky are we that we watch LeBron James steadily climb the all-time scoring ranks, right? This guy last season, he passes the great Moses Malone and Shaquille O'Neal. Truly incredible.
And LeBron, Doris, presently in the top 7 in career scoring. Do you think he can ever reach number 1?
Kevin, if this guy set out to be the leading scorer in NBA history, he has the physical abilities to do that. But this is a guy who wants to be defined as maybe the most complete player to ever play. He contributes with his scoring, with his passing, with his defense. He is one of the all-time greats.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Marcin Gortat really making a difference here.
Well, he has got to be the only thing they're discussing in this huddle because the approach they've used on him has been a disaster. Changes need to be made. I don't know if it's a double team, switching matchups, but something's got to be done.
A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. And Channing Frye's subbed in for Crowder. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Porter against James. Wade outside. Thompson sets the pick for Wade. Back to James from past the arc. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Wizards leading by 12. Dishes it to Morris. That 3 off the mark. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. No good from Fry. Ball against Thomas. Now here's Wall. Defense is right there. And there's the call on James. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Wall. He's got 15. Wall draws the double. Here's Porter. And he overshot that one, missing.
Tremendous defense. Boy, they're putting an emphasis on not giving him a clean look inside.
Outside for Thomas. Wade for 3. Gortat comes up with the rebound. Gortat's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And Beal kicks to Wall. Over Thomas. And another miss by Washington.
You're not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
2 shots.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick. And if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
For Cleveland, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
That one is off. And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
Gortat. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got 7 rebounds in the game. Thomas goes in. Wall with a block.
You see the wingspan and the timing by John Wall. What a defensive effort.
And the shot is good. Wall's got 17.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
And to me, that's all about the body control, right, Greg? I mean, he does such a stellar job sizing up his man and drains it despite having the size on him. Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that. Well, I'll tell you, it hasn't been his best quarter, but we know he won't get discouraged. This guy will keep grinding.
Beal with it. Wade picks him up. The kick out to Wall. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Wall's got 19 points.
Listen, Beal could have taken that shot, but the court vision's so good that he sees a chance to get his guy a better look.
Here's Thomas. Wade outside. Pass to Thompson. It's stolen by Wall. And oh, here we go. Wall. No.
Well, there's your dunk contest champion back in 2014. Wall puts a little extra on that one.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. James dishes to Thompson. Good work defensively by Morris. LeBron against Porter, and he uses the glass on the layup. 7 points in the game.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
I'd say that's been the story of this guy's night. He can't get anything to fall.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I don't think there's any doubt, guys, that last season was the best season in Bradley Beal's young career. It was the most points per game, and he did so while shooting 48%. Just really impressive.
And the first one drops. For Beal, his improvement wasn't only in the scoring department.
No doubt. I thought he had a strong case for most improved player when you look at the areas he elevated his game. Career high in assists, career high in threes made, as well as free throws taken. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in for Gortat. Jason Smith comes in for Markieff Morris. And Oubre subbed in for Porter. Outside Rose. Can they get it? Washington with the rebound. Mahimi's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Wall outside. Rebounded by Korver. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Over in the corner, Rose. Cans it from downtown. Rose has got 9.
Well, this is one of Rose's few offensive limitations, right? That consistency from deep range, but he drills that one.
And Wall. Here we go now. Wall with another miss. The Cavaliers shooting not great, 40% for the game. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists now in this one. And Wall kicks to Smith. It's Beal on the wing. Wade is covering. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
You know, whenever Beal gets a little breathing room, he just knows how to make the defense pay.
And the dunk by James.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Ball against Rose. Left side, Wall. And it's Beal in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Here's Wade. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Wade's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Washington's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Kicks to Smith. Back to Beal. Wizards passing it around. Here's Wall. And the rejection by James.
Don't bring that weak stuff in here. LeBron always on the prowl to send shots back with force.
And the second chance effort by Rose. 11 points in the game.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Wade against Beal. Now the dish to Wall. Banked in off the glass. Wall's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, what has gotten into him? He's taken his game to an unreal level this quarter.
And they double up James. Wade outside. Back to LeBron. He feeds it to Wade. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And it's 9 points for Wade.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Wall against Wade. It's Wall with the drive. Drops in the layup for 2. Wall's got 25 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Rose. Washington with the rebound. 1:39 left to play in the third. Oubre, no one around him. Not really his range, and it's off target. Outside Rose, from beyond the arc, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Rose has got a pair of threes now here in the third for Cleveland. Washington leading now by 11. And Wall kicks to Oubre. Outside, Wall. Over Rose. Wall missing again. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 16-6 run. Rose, no good.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for the Wizards. Frazier comes in for John Wall. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Kevin Love's checked in for James. Crowder comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Calderon in for Derrick Rose. Now here's Frazier. Mahimi passes to Meeks. From deep. But he gets it back.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
Smith kicks to Mahimi. Out to Smith. The feed now to Oubre. Frazier outside. Just 5 on the clock. Screen by Smith. The second chance effort. A shot by Frazier, no good. And the Cavaliers with possession. They're on a 16-6 run. For 3, Calderon. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's the 3. Missed. John Wall getting it done for the Washington Wizards. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Doors with every team looking to spread the floor, get that space. Most big men are being asked to increase their range. Is the practice time going into that taking away from working, for instance, on other fundamentals that a big guy should be working on?
Here's how you know this is for real. When you hear Dwight Howard talking about the fact that this guy is going to spend an entire summer trying to develop the range because he wants to extend his playing career.
Sure.
Dwight Howard at one time was the single most dominant back-to-the-basket low-post center. They surrounded him with shooters. They put him in pick and roll, and he was an absolute monster. You know what? I don't know if it'll take away from the other fundamentals for the center. I do know that the role of center has drastically changed in the NBA.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, inside we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. D-Wade out there with Thomas. And it's Crowder in at the 3.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
The drive by Love. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. To the inside, Frazier. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Frazier's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Washington. Thompson, a screen on Frazier. Thomas kicks to Crowder. Jacks up a 3. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Isaiah Thomas.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
Frazier against Thomas. Frazier dishes to Oubre. Peeks outside. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
I'll tell you, with the struggle he has had today, he probably won't be their #1 option as they look to close this game out.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly, the defense starting to look helpless at this point.
They get it again. The Cavaliers trail by 7. A chance here to get a quick injury report. We get a chance to check up on John Wall's status. David?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Washington. Unfortunately, it looks like that injury is going to be a severely sprained ankle. He'll be sidelined for the rest of this game, and it doesn't look like he'll be back on the court anytime soon. Very bad news. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you for the update. I know we're all interested in what his status is.
And it might be a tough road back for him. I mean, but one thing's for sure, he will be back.
Well, we know this. The guy's a fighter. I'm sure nobody's more disappointed than he is to have to go through this. But I am sure this guy will work every day to get back as quick as possible.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Morris against Crowder. It's a pick by Love. Off the screen.
Unbelievable. How about the ferocity of that dunk, Crowder? Insane leaping ability.
For Washington, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And LeBron James putting a lot of pressure on the Cavs to surround him with the talent to compete. Doris, yet right at the draft and start a free agency. The team going in a new direction in the front office.
Right, you're talking about a case of bad timing. Stars like Paul George and Jimmy Butler changing teams. You have to question the thinking to allow that front office turmoil at such a critical juncture.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Scott Brooks' huddle. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
5 on the clock. Morris a screen. Rose with the double team. Looking to end the drought. No good off the back of the rim. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Smith with it. The screen from Thompson. Smith kicks to Thompson. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Thompson's got it all tied up now for the Cavs. Washington has gone 0 of 3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Outside, Beal. There's the 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Feeds to Smith to take the lead. Great D that time from Beal. The kick out to Crowder. Over in the corner, Rose. Back to Crowder. Thompson, a screen on Porter. Pass to Rose. Porter with the steal. Outside, Beal launches a 3, drills it from outside. And the Wizards lead by 3.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's Smith. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
You know, we think J.R. Smith is just a shooter, but make no mistake, he has no problem attacking the rim.
Washington's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Porter kicks to Beal. There's a screen by Gortat. Shot from free throw range. Offensive rebound. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Max checked in for Washington. Rose passes to Mack. He kicks to Beal. Gortat with the screen for Beal. Rebound by Smith. Cavaliers trailing. Here's Rose. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, that's about effort, carving space for the interior look. And one attribute we'll always talk about with Rose is the heart that he plays with.
And Beal kicks to Mack. Beal against Smith. Launches a 3. Bradley Beal, and that's good. Beal's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Wizards.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Smith against Beal. Smith kicks to Thompson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
There's a screen by Gortat. Porter kicks to Morris. And Thompson sends it back.
That's where Thompson's length comes into play. You think you can sneak a shot over him, but he'll swat it right back at you.
Rose, no good.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
Mack, no luck. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 19-6 run. No one near Smith as he lets it go. It's good from long range. And the Cavaliers lead by 3. So it's Washington now. And here is Beal. Outside Porter. He dishes it to Morris. Gortat, the pass to Mack. Wizards passing it around. Clock at 6. Here's Beal. That's good from 17 feet away. Beal's got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
Now Rose. It's a pick by Love. Rose dishes to Love. Morris with the rebound.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You know, that's okay, I think. Even though they miss, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
Now here's Rose. He's covered by Mack. Love with the screen for Crowder. Passes to Love. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
In the corner, Gortat with it. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gortat's got 23 points.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Crowder kicks to Rose. Thompson sets the pick for Rose. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
And Rose wants that leadership position. When the team needs a big bucket, he is ready and willing.
Now here's Mack. Defense right on him. Beal with it. Picked up by Thompson. Jumper off the screen. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. And that's 20 points for Bradley Beal. Cleveland's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. The screen from Thompson. Outside Rose. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Marcin Gortat.
Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up-and-down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw drops for Rose.
and they've been a completely different team at the line here tonight. Maybe they're finally turning a corner when it comes to their free throw shooting.
Tim Frazier's checked in for Washington. And then for Cleveland, James checked in for Jay Crowder, and Dwayne Wade subbed in for J.R. Smith. Both free throws good from Rose.
Boy, just never a good idea to give this guy too many chances at the line. He's going to cash in.
Inside, it's tipped. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Right. I mean, that's solid defense. At the very least, you like seeing them muck it up and make things difficult.
The kick out to Frazier. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Boy, all sorts of space around him. If he can't hit those, the defense not going to worry too much about him.
Love with the screen on Beal. The pass to James. Knocked loose. Gortat with the steal. On the wing, Porter. James covering. Porter, no luck. The Cavaliers leading by 3. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Kicks it out to LeBron. Dishes it to Love. Back to LeBron. That's in there. Love with the assist. LeBron's got 14 points here in the second half.
That guy's not sure how many big men could have found that open man that quick. Great play from Kevin Love there.
There's a screen by Gortat. Frazier the pass to Porter. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, this guy not shy about putting it on the deck and attacking the defense. Porter working his way to the stripe.
At the line for 2.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within 5.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Here's LeBron. Right at the free throw line. Near the three-point line, it's Wade, but they get it back.
Great job there, tracking down the long rebound, and the clock will continue to run.
And stolen by Love. Oh, and here comes Rose, all alone. And the shot goes in.
It feels like that one could be the dagger. Not enough time to completely erase this deficit.
Well, Greg, it's going to be tough, that's for sure. A shot like that has to devastate the other team.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're down by 7. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. long range from the inbound. A shot by Frazier, no good. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's LeBron. Rebounded by the Wizards. Porter kicks to Frazier. And stolen by Love. From deep. No good. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, guys. Kevin, what was working so well for you tonight?
I think we had a concerted effort on both ends. I thought tonight on the defensive end, we really did a good job of stepping up and taking away their very good options that they had there. So they're a really well-coached team, but we had a great game plan tonight going against them on our home floor.
You really did get it done, Kevin. Thank you for your time. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
Socks, word is born. I am the